Hey guys, check me out at AutoCon on July 8th in New York City. Details and discount codes in the description below. Thanks guys. Hey, what's up you guys? Today we're at GMG Automotive and we are gonna teach you how to detect boost leaks. So if you have a boosted car, one of your biggest enemies is boost leaks. It can mean the difference between winning or losing a race, if you know what I mean. When my Mustang was naturally aspirated and if somebody lost to me, I would be so frustrated if they're like, well, I have a boost leak. And I'm like, that's not a real excuse. And actually it is a real excuse because you lose a lot of power when you have a boost leak. That can mean the difference between 20 PSI and 14 PSI, which is massive. So to detect, that's a tongue twister. So to detect a boost leak, it's really not all that difficult, but it is a little bit of a process.
You have a motor that's tuned, that's relying on boost, and it's all not 100% making it to the motor. You have 100% fuel, not 100% boost, you're gonna be overfueling, you're gonna run rich, it's not gonna be right. Car never usually runs 100% whenever you have anything more than a 2 or 3 PSI loss.
Like for example, say you're driving a Mitsubishi Evo that's running 23 pounds of boost factory. If you have that boost leak and it's down to 16, 15, it's gonna feel like a turd and you're gonna be like, is there something really wrong with my motor? Or is it just a pipe that's not sealed all the way? So it could be one or the other, but it's very important to do these tests sometimes, every now and then. Back in the day, we did a boost leak test on Nessa, the crazy Evo 10 I drove that had about 560 horsepower, now making 820. Which, by the way, during that car review, Sean was upset because he found out that there was a boost leak and he said, oh, I was only making 700 horsepower. That can mean the difference between ripping your face off in acceleration and being a slow turd. So the ProCharge Coyote is actually a very good example on how to show you to test a boost leak because the system is extremely simple. Compared to a turbo car where you have the manifold and the turbo sitting there and the piping's kind of everywhere, this is very simple, very much like a normal intake system on the Coyote that goes like this. The only difference is this coolant reservoir and it goes all the way here. We have a stealthy little intercooler behind the horse and then it goes up through here. So basically all we have to do is take this air filter off and then what's the next step, George?
We had, since your giant intake tube doesn't work with my cone, this is a cone, it injects smoke and pressure into here. And the cone will normally, what it'll do is, imagine this is the intake pipe, it'll go and seal up in there so you can pressurize the system. There's multiple ways you can do smoke tests. You can do it behind the throttle body, you can do at the filter, you can do it at the brake boosters, all kinds of ways you can do it. The way I like to do it is there's nothing pressure before the supercharger. So it's all induction. So what you want to do is you want to pressurize from there. That way you know everything else has already been pressurized. It'll hold the pressure. So we're going to go in here with smoke and pressure. It's going to blow through the intercore pipes. Hopefully we don't have any leaks in here. It can tell you if you have intake manifold leak. It can tell you if your oil cap's leaking. It can tell you if you have a blown coupler. It can tell you if you have a pinhole in your coupler. It can tell you so much stuff. And on a car like this, especially without a mass airflow sensor before the throttle body, a lot of these things will have issues where you won't even know you have a boost leak. You could just be down on power and not feel it. You could put a finger in a coupler and not even know that you're truly down on power. So it's very, very important to know this kind of stuff. It doesn't cost money. Like you know, whenever you bring it to a shop like me, you know, I charge $75 to do it. It's about an hour's worth of work, and it gives you that sense of mind knowing that your car has no leaks.
It's a full 100%.
Exactly. Making sure your boost system is 100%. Simple as that, you know, so.
All right, first things first, take off your air filter. But the ProCharger one is kind of in a weird location. A lot of people have kind of questioned why the air filter's all the way up here, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. All right, there we go. All right, device connected to battery.
Trying to get a good clamp.
Snap-on tester, flow control tester.
There we go, and we have
Ooh,
smoke.
ooh.
A vape life, bro. Stab it in here. You see it comes out of here. The hole makes pressure. So what we're gonna do is we built this rig, since its intake is too big, I'm able to hand pressurize it by holding it. Now it's filling up the entire system. See the problem, this is gonna leak a little bit. Damn it.
Should we just take some tape or something?
Yeah, let's do that.
I know this is really weird that we're gonna put tape around the intake, but this is only because the snap-on tool, it's a little too small for this intake. Normally on like 4-cylinder turbo cars and things like that, it would be no problem at all. But because of how big this intake is, that's why we just gotta seal it up so we can see it go through the entire system. First mod to do to your car.
Duct tape it.
Chrome.
Alabama chrome, brother.
Alabama chrome. Oh, that explains a lot.
You have a mouse family living in there.
This vent valve is leaking some stuff, but other than that,
I mean, everything seems to be good. Normally you would see leaking, you know, through here, through the seal, if there's anything, like if the intake manifold.
I feel like anywhere with like a T-clamp is like your big enemy when it comes to checking a boost leak.
Take a look under
Yeah,
here.
under here I would say is the biggest chance of something happening because it's the hardest one to put on. So to demonstrate a full pressure test, we're just gonna cap this off real quick.
Where's that one I gave you?
The one I gave you,
Right
oh there it is.
Okay.
There's that doohickey.
So there's
There we
one.
go. Anything under there?
No, sir. I don't see nothing.
Alan, nothing.
If you had anything, you'd see smoke.
I would just like to say that this brings a lot to my car working on ego because I put those pipes on myself and they should have been completely awful. So are you proud of me, George?
I am. I'm very surprised that they're not leaking, to be honest.
Oh, really? Me neither, dude. I did this in the cold, in the rain, in 2015.
It's fine. No problems.
Naturally, I saw my air filter and I was like, no.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's really, really bad after years, but we're gonna go up to Advanced and get a new one. Thankfully, Advanced Auto is like up the street. Very convenient for us. And we're gonna ride in an RB240. Sick. All right, whoever's this car is, I salute you. It sounds amazing. This is a 25?
Yeah, RB25.
Yeah, it sounds so freaking good though. Is it basically straight pipe?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, ISR blow up pipes in the back. It's very like harmonic.
We're almost done. We gotta put the car on the dyno to finish up the tune. We did the base map and then the drivability tune, you know, to kind of keep it simple. So it's getting there, you know.
It's like a whip.
That's about it. You know, it's got good drivability now.
Just gotta get that nice tune.
Yeah, this is the hard part is the idle and drivability, like, you know, the like tip and throttle, all that, like the real simple stuff that you think would be simple is really not simple.
Yeah, it's
it takes
never
more
simple.
time. And I mean, this thing literally starts up cold and drives if it's bone stock. And we're here.
I just filmed that in real time too. It took 1 minute and 10 seconds, according to my camera.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, brand new NASCAR performance air filter for my domestic Mustang.
That's right.
I think it was the right choice for my application, as they call it. I'd like to give thanks to Turn 14 for giving me a price match today. American Resto, that place does amazing work too.
Yes.
I think last time we were in there, we saw like a Lincoln with a Coyote in it.
Their paint jobs start at $20,000. Just so everybody knows that.
Well, okay. New air filter. What's up, Cole?
Hi.
Remember his car, Mark III Super small block in it?
Yeah, he never seems to go away. You know, he's always here. God damn, George. I'm just kidding.
Oh, how was your drift event yesterday? You couldn't make it.
That was,
Or yesterday, 2 days ago. My bad.
I broke a lot.
Oh.
Clutch isn't engaging. I basically cut a control arm in half. DB'd a tire twice.
Ooh,
I got 4 sessions in and that's it.
rough. But look at the bright side. In Georgia, that's not a lot. Everywhere else, that's a lot of sessions.
That's true.
This man rips it like 10 sessions every time we go, so 4 is like cutting him short. This just in, just like every car project, nothing ever goes right.
So let's go return it and get the shorter one.
Cool!
This makes sense because look at this. The other one's probably about that long.
Yeah, I
That's
want
gonna
to
be
get a shorter
perfect.
one.
Yeah. So.
Oh, she looks so good.
Sorry, David. I'm so sorry,
I'm so upset with you. Another thing I'd like to add is on the original Boss Rave 2, this is not capped off. This is actually connected to here, but that's typically for like emission stuff, and then hot air is coming into here, and the car seems to run better when you have this plugged up with the boost and all that good stuff, so that's why I plugged it instead. A lot of people are always confused that this is not a Boss Rave 2 engine, it's just the intake manifold that lets you rev a little bit higher. Okay, cool. Here's the new filter. It actually fits way better than the original one because this isn't hitting the firewall anymore. Now I could probably breathe a little bit better. I mean, yeah, you don't have the big massive air filter to do work, but here's the part number if in case you need it. And you have a ProCharger kit on a Mustang. Now you know. Ta-da! What did we learn today, George?
We learned to put smaller filters. We also learned to do it right the first time. We also learned that you have no boost leaks, so we're good.
So on that note, we learned how to... You do have to slam the hood on the Mustang. But on that note, we showed you how to do a boost leak test. It's very important, and if you want a shop to do it, like George said, I'm sure you'd do it, right? It's really not that expensive, just for the peace of mind, especially with 4-cylinder turbo cars, inline 6 cars with big turbos. Anything boosted, really, it's good to do a boost leak test because then your car is running at optimum capacity and running correctly with the air-fuel ratio. With that, I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye. Woo! Hey, you, want clean wheels? Hey, use this. Spray on. Let's sit for 45 seconds and turn purple. Spray again with water. Clean wheels. Make sure to check out www.pattersoncarcare.com. Made by car dudes, for car dudes.